Have you ever wondered how a single nation could shape the world, from ancient empires to modern art, from epic conquests to vibrant democracies? Today, we journey through the incredible history of Spain, a story that begins thousands of years ago on the beautiful Iberian Peninsula. Our tale starts with the earliest inhabitants, the Iberians, Celts, and Basques. They established tribes and small settlements, creating the first layer of a rich cultural tapestry. Soon, the peninsula's strategic location attracted powerful seafaring peoples. Phoenician traders, Greek merchants, and Carthaginian colonists arrived, bringing their goods, ideas, and ambitions to Spain's sun-drenched shores. They turned the region into a bustling crossroads of Mediterranean life. But a new power was rising, one that would change Hispania forever. In 218 BCE, after a long and brutal war with Carthage, the mighty Roman Empire conquered the peninsula. For centuries, Hispania was one of Rome's most valuable provinces. The Romans were master builders and administrators. They constructed magnificent roads, aqueducts, and cities, many of which still stand today. More importantly, they brought the Latin language and Roman law, which became the very foundation of Spanish culture and identity. But even the greatest empires fall. When Rome crumbled in the 5th century, a new group swept in from the north, the Visigoths. These Germanic tribes ruled for nearly 3 centuries, until another dramatic chapter began. In the year 711, a new force arrived from across the Strait of Gibraltar, the Moors, Muslim invaders from North Africa. The Moors' arrival marked the beginning of a truly extraordinary era. They defeated the Visigoths and established Al-Andalus, an Islamic civilization that would flourish for nearly 800 years. This wasn't just a conquest, it was a renaissance. Cities like Córdoba, Granada, and Seville became dazzling centers of learning, science, and art. They built breathtaking architectural wonders like the Great Mosque of Córdoba and the Alhambra Palace. Scholars in Al-Andalus made groundbreaking advances in mathematics, medicine, and philosophy, preserving ancient knowledge and creating new discoveries. For centuries, Muslim, Christian, and Jewish communities lived together in a complex, shifting dance of coexistence and conflict. This period of convivencia created one of the most unique and vibrant cultural melting pots in medieval Europe. While Al-Andalus thrived in the south, a different story was unfolding in the rugged mountains of the north. Small Christian kingdoms, Asturias, Leon, Castile, Navarre, and Aragon, began a slow, determined campaign to reclaim their lands. This centuries-long struggle became known as the Reconquista. It was an epic saga of battles, alliances, and relentless expansion that would define the Iberian Peninsula for generations. The Reconquista culminated in 1492, a year that changed world history. The combined forces of Ferdinand of Aragon and Isabella of Castile captured Granada, the last Moorish stronghold on the peninsula. With Spain unified under their rule, the Catholic monarchs looked beyond their borders. That same year, they made a decision that would echo through the ages. They funded the voyage of a Genoese navigator named Christopher Columbus. His journey across the Atlantic didn't just discover a new world. It launched the age of exploration and gave birth to the colossal Spanish Empire. The 16th and 17th centuries were Spain's Siglo de Oro, its golden age. Under powerful monarchs like Charles I, who was also the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V, and his son Philip II, Spain became the world's first global superpower. Its empire stretched from the Americas to the Philippines, a territory so vast it was said the sun never set on it. Unimaginable wealth flowed into Spain from its American colonies. Fleets of galleons carried gold and silver from Mexico and Peru, financing Europe's economies and fueling Spain's military ambitions. The Spanish Navy, the legendary Armada, was the most feared naval force of its time. Although it suffered a famous defeat against England in 1588, Spain's power remained formidable for decades. This era of imperial might was also a time of incredible cultural brilliance. It was the age of Miguel de Cervantes, whose novel, Don Quixote, is considered a cornerstone of Western literature. It was the time of painters like the deeply spiritual El Greco and the masterful court painter Diego Velázquez. Their works, along with those of later artists like Francisco de Goya, cemented Spain's legacy as a world center for art and culture. However, the empire's foundations were beginning to crack. Constant, costly wars across Europe drained the treasury. The economy became dangerously over-reliant on colonial riches, while domestic industry stagnated. Internal struggles and a succession of weaker rulers further weakened the nation's power. The final blows came in the early 19th century. In 1808, Napoleon Bonaparte invaded and conquered Spain, plunging the country into a devastating crisis. The Peninsular War, a brutal guerrilla conflict, ravaged the land. While Spain was fighting for its own survival, revolutionary movements were sweeping across its American colonies. One by one, from Mexico to Argentina, they fought for and won their independence, and the once mighty Spanish Empire began to crumble. The late 19th century saw the final collapse of Spain's imperial ambitions. After losing Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines in the Spanish-American War of 1898, the great empire was no more. The 20th century brought fresh turmoil and profound challenges. Years of political instability and social unrest created a deeply divided nation. This division exploded into a brutal civil war that raged from 1936 to 1939. The conflict pitted the left-leaning Republican government against the nationalist forces, led by General Francisco Franco. Franco's victory ushered in nearly 4 decades of authoritarian rule. His dictatorship was a period of severe political repression, international isolation, and strict social control. But the story of Spain is one of resilience. When Franco died in 1975, the nation stood at a crossroads. In a remarkable and peaceful process, Spain transitioned to a democracy under the guidance of King Juan Carlos III. A new constitution was written in 1978, establishing a parliamentary monarchy and granting significant autonomy to regions like Catalonia and the Basque Country, recognizing the nation's deep-seated diversity. In the decades that followed, Spain transformed itself. It opened up to the world, modernizing its economy and society at a breathtaking pace. In 1986, Spain joined the European Union, cementing its place as a key player in modern Europe and becoming one of the continent's leading economies. Today, Spain is a vibrant modern democracy celebrated for its incredible cultural richness, world-renowned cuisine, and diverse regional identities. From the ancient Iberians who first settled the land to the daring explorers who reshaped our world, Spain's past is a powerful story of constant transformation and enduring influence. Its landscapes tell this story. The ancient castles of Castile, the magnificent palaces of Andalusia, the rugged peaks of the Pyrenees, and the sunny Mediterranean coasts all echo with the footsteps of the conquerors, poets, artists, and dreamers who came before. They shaped not just a nation, but the entire modern world. The history of Spain is more than a list of dates and battles. It's a testament to the enduring power of culture, faith, and the unbreakable human spirit that continues to define this remarkable country. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories from our incredible world. We'll see you in the next one.